Bit of a standoff setting up in the 2C. 8 elected leaders are asking for another one to resign. Yesterday, those 8 sent a signed letter to Canyon County District 1 Commissioner Leslie Van Beek, laying out all the reasons why she should step down for the good of the county. Today, Commissioner Van Beek responded with a letter of her own. And spoiler alert, she isn't stepping down, but rather she would like to step up and defend herself against any accusations publicly. Joe Paris explains the tale of the 2 letters and addresses the hanging question: what is this really about?
In a letter dated January 31st, 2022, 8 Canyon County officials signed off on a message asking Canyon County Commissioner Leslie Van Beek to resign from her position on the board. The letter outlines that the group of elected officials believe that Van Beek, quote, misused your access to confidential, non-public information to pursue personal agendas against some of us and our employees, and that you have repeatedly violated our trust, end quote. The letter continues saying, we believe that the county is on the verge of sustaining irreparable harm to its operations and reputation based on Van Beek's actions. So what is this about? Well, the letter does detail concerns about a few items, including Van Beek allegedly acting to, quote, purposely increase the liability exposure of other officials at taxpayer expense. The letter also questions Van Beek's conduct, saying she, quote, attempted to punish county employees for truthfully reporting unprofessional or unethical conduct. Those same elected officials are also raising concerns about, quote, systematic defamation of several elected officials, including instances where officials say they heard Van Beek accuse other elected officials of criminal or unethical conduct, with what they say is no basis in fact whatsoever. The letter also claims that Van Beek is, quote, unable or unwilling to work with officials in a sustained focus on issues of importance. They add that they are no longer willing to accept the conduct from Van Beek as a simple lack of experience, training, or access to information and assistance. Rather, they say, quote, we can only conclude that the seemingly unending stream of unfounded accusations, disrespect, mistreatment, misstatements, violation of confidence, and other acts represents your deliberate intention. The letter ends by saying the group has no confidence in Van Beek and is calling for her resignation. Commissioner Van Beek responded to the letter with one of her own on Wednesday. She writes, quote, when I have historically challenged many of your actions or intentions over the last several months, it has been consistent with my conscience, the applicable laws, and in the best interest of our mutual constituents. Understanding that you may be sensitive or defensive about the possible improprieties or conduct which I have questioned, I welcome the opportunity to have you provide your specifics to the media and the voters so that I may rebut and address each of the supposed issues publicly and independently. Van Beek doubles down on her conduct, saying, quote, be assured I have conducted myself in a manner consistent with my oath of office, my conscience, and with my constituents' rights and needs in mind. She adds that when there has been disagreements, quote, I have not called for you to resign. Rather, I have invited you to participate in robust discussion, seeking not who is right, but rather what is best for our citizens and county. Van Beek ends her thoughts, clearly signaling she doesn't intend to resign, saying, quote, when taxpayers' interests are involved, I am simply not going to go along to get along. However, none of us need to resign or malign. Instead, I look forward to debating whatever issues you choose to frame in a public forum.
Okay, Joe, so this is an elected position. All those 8 that signed the letter can't really force somebody out, right?
Right. And those 8 elected officials in Canyon County can write this letter, but as a group, they can't say vote and say, okay, we're going to get rid of a commissioner. The only way that an elected official could really be removed from office is being recalled. And the county office holder actually could be subject to recall if a petition is circulated in the county and at least 20% of the registered voters in that county vote to have a recall election. From there, they could have one. But Brian, at the end of the day, to be clear, specifically, we're not exactly sure what this is about. I've reached out to Commissioner Van Beek as well as the other elected officials to find out some more details. No response just yet, but hypothetically, if there was a recall election, we know that the constituents in Canyon County would want to know a lot more about the situation.
All right, needless to say, that next Board of County Commissioners meeting should be interesting. All right, thank you very much, Joe.